everyone, it is Liam Caddison here, and this is another episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer as we get into episode number 13 of Season 6. Intrigued to see what happens in this episode. Last episode, very interesting stuff. No, there were some interesting elements in the last episode, but far off from the best episode. Probably one of the weaker ones this season, but it was great to see Buffy move forward with life again as, you know, she got herself a job, and it's not one that she lost at the end of the last episode. She's able to keep her job, and despite the shenanigans that went down, especially with the worries that humans were being used as the secret ingredient in their meals, and it turns out it was an old lady with a penis monster. As someone said that to me, I'm like, well, great, can't unsee it. Wish I didn't know. No, but it was it had its bizarre moments the last episode, and intrigued to see what happens in this episode of Buffy. So with that said, let's get into episode 13 of season 6 for Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Let's go. So it's like quite the rowdy time, eh? Bloody hell, guys.
Well, if you want, I can... Are we having a conversation?
You are. You're having a relationship conversation.
Maybe.
I see it.
What?
Well, isn't this usually the part where you kick me in the head and run out? Aren't you fluttering?
That's the plan.
I do want these two to flourish, though, but...
Do you even like me?
Sometimes.
That's progress, I guess.
So you like what I do to you?
Ooh.
Gentlemen, the cerebral dampener is online. Now, with this baby, we can make any woman we desire our willing sex slave.
Oh, Christ.
I don't know just where to start.
Couldn't you guys just play on the Xbox or whatever all day?
I feel different. There are things that... I think maybe I came back wrong.
No, Buffy, that's not... No, you didn't.
You can see her, like, trying to leave out the details as well,
Just
but...
see if there's something that... Could you just check, please?
Oh, Buff.
I thought maybe we could work things out.
There's nothing to work out. What you did was sick. And just looking at you makes me want to vomit.
You sure about that?
Right choice.
God, yes, I'm sure.
Oh no. Oh no.
I love you, Master.
I love you too, baby.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she's totally hot.
So are you, Master.
You think so?
Oh, yes, Master.
Oh my goodness.
So, how do we... Yeah, I mean, you know...
It's just disturbing.
That's not fair. Dude, you didn't cost her. Again.
Warren
I love you,
is
Master.
absolutely... He needs help. He needs...
I love you too, baby. Get on your knees.
Yes, Warren.
Wait, what'd you just say?
I said yes, Warren.
Oh! Oh no!
Skank bot, and now this? What is wrong with you?
Where do we start?
Warren, get that through your big meaty head. I am not your girlfriend anymore.
She's your ex? Dude, that is messed up.
Yeah.
Oh, you think?
I mean, it's messed up anyways.
Little boys playing at being men. Well, this is not some fantasy. It's not a game, you freaks. It's rape.
What? No.
Just take no for an answer, you stupid...
Charge a cerebral dampener.
You... Oh my goodness.
I don't think so.
Oh, don't tell me
She's
he's...
dead.
Wow, what a piece of shit. What a piece of shit.
The body and the Slayer. Well, what if there was a way that we could take care of them both with one big stone?
Whoa.
What are they doing?
Permission to punch him?
We're not gonna have to do that.
Up in their game from I'll Never Tell. I'm just flashing back to episode 1.
You see, you try to be with him,
Of season 1. Uh-oh.
but you always end up in the dark. With me. No, don't close your eyes. Look at them. That's not your world.
This is disturbing.
Long in the shadows. With me.
Oh.
Much these days. We kind of miss her.
I'm sure she feels the same way.
It's
If you
so
see her,
eerie though, like
Can you tell
after
her that I need to talk to her? It's
she
important.
died,
Yeah, of course.
there was
I
that
will.
absence of Buffy and now she's alive and yet there's still an absence.
Will, I'm glad you're doing better.
She's not gonna go in though, is she? Oh, she's gonna be gone? Yeah. Powerful shot though.
Hey, I'm gonna get you out of here. Can you walk? Are you hurt?
Oh my goodness! Is this the trio?
Bloody hell, what'd you do that for?
Oh, shh!
Ow! Bloody hell, what'd you do that for?
It's kind of like, oh my goodness! It's the trio, isn't it? Oh my, ah!
Buffy! Lose your mind.
He's done with your shit, buddy. Let go.
Buffy,
Oh, isn't that?
She's dead.
it was an accident. I'm gonna get you home.
No.
They've just
Get
been
you
toying
home,
with
you're
her,
gonna
like,
crawl in your warm, comfy bed and stay
for
there.
her to not be thinking clearly.
I'm gonna sort this out. Trust me.
With those flashes and that loop kind of thing.
2 problems? 1 stone.
Oh.
Do you trust me?
Oh, shit. Oh my goodness.
I know that. You were happier where you were. You want to go away again. Dawn. Then go. You're not really here anyway.
Feeling bad for Buffy and Dawn as well. This is another thing that Dawn doesn't need.
You are not throwing your life away over this.
It's not your choice.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
A girl is
I know
dead
Spike
because
is
of me.
And
doing
how
the right
many
thing because
people are
Buffy would
alive
be
because of you. How many of you saved?
because Buffy
One
didn't
dead
kill
girl
her.
doesn't tip the scale.
That's all it is to you, isn't it? Just another body.
Buffy.
Oh my goodness.
You can't understand why this is killing me, can you?
Why don't you explain it?
You are dead inside.
Oh,
You can't feel anything real. I could never be your girl.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is.
Okay, shoot. Katrina Silber, S-I-L-B-E-R.
She's doing what Jonathan
I can't.
You're keeping secrets from the other
theorized.
girls, and who knows
Buffy
what
putting 2 and 2 together.
Shut up.
Warren.
Thanks. Now, what's the problem, miss?
We really got away with murder. That's
Nothing to be celebrated.
kinda cool.
Jonathan, just wake
Yeah.
up and he.
Cool.
Are you sure?
I've double checked
These
everything.
bastards need a
There's
smack
nothing
in
wrong
their
with him.
head.
It has to be. This can't be me. It isn't me. Why
She
do
was
I feel
banking
like
on
this?
being wrong.
Why do I let Spike do those things to me?
You mean hit you?
Oh, is she gonna... Oh, Buff.
Oh.
Why can't I stop? Why do I keep letting him in?
Do you love him? It's okay if you do. He's done a lot of good, and he
Props
does
to
love you.
Tara being that supportive
And
ally.
I'm wrong. Tell me that I'm wrong, please.
Oh.
Please don't forgive me. Please. God, please don't. Please don't forgive me. Please don't.
The show. This bloody show. Oh, man. Well, that was, needed, wasn't it? This is it, though, like, with her saying, you have to check again, she's been banking on being wrong. This episode was really tough. What with the rape, what with the trio adding to Buffy's already existing problems by making her think she's a murderer, and then the whole Spike situation. Yeah, that was a tough episode. That was really, really tough. From the trio and how they basically have given themselves a reason to jump into a volcano and whatnot. With what they did in this episode to Spike, especially with his presence in the bronze, to that breakdown. It was an episode that, yeah, it was really, really difficult. So, yeah, Sarah killed it in terms of her like breakdown that she had with Tara, begging to be told wrong, all of this abuse, all of, you know, what Spike has said to Buffy. It's what, because this is a thing, like with what she's been doing as well, or who she's been doing, but with what she's been doing, and you know, the crisis that we had on Buffy where she thought she killed someone. It's not Buffy at the end of the day. That's what's currently going through her mind. This is not me. I need to be told that I'm wrong because I keep going to Spike, and it's not me. I shouldn't be doing this. And you know, being caught about this scenario is a very worrying prospect because see, this is it. I really like the fact that she goes with Tara. She goes to Tara because of the fact that Tara is there for Buffy. She's so warming. She isn't judgmental. Like she was even there. Like she was even being supportive when Buffy said that she was, you know, doing it with Spike. And you know, is very, very. She's a very supportive character, and I really, you know, love that. Whereas she's worried about what everyone else is going to think, especially Dawn, because Buffy isn't in Dawn's good books at the minute, and you know, that speech that echoed basically the gift didn't even help matters. This is a thing with Dawn though. Like I see a lot of people make their complaints about like Dawn, or people say that a lot of people are complaining about Dawn and her attitude, etc., especially with what's been going on this season so far. The kid's 15. She's been through hell last year with the fact that she lost her mother, she lost her sister. She was a very important part to a goddess. She's not, she's not your typical human. She was created. The kid's gotten through a lot, and, you know, the fact that Buffy's never there and there's this absence, she's alone. I said it in the reaction, there, with how Buffy is not there, it's really no different. It's really no different to when Buffy died, because there's this absence because of Buffy and how she is hardly there anymore. So I do feel so bad for Dawn, but, you know, Buffy's going through a hell of a time, and, you know, I can't, you know, blame Buffy with the crisis that she's been having with the struggles, and yeah, that's why her breaking down got me emotional, because of the fact that, you know, that acting was killer, and it's just very, very heartbreaking at the minute with Buffy, and, you know, her struggling to give herself an identity in a sense, because do I keep going back to Spike, and then there's this, how do I stop this? I can't stop this. I want to stop this because this is not me, but I'm going to keep going back. And see, I think it would be a lot more okay if them two were on mutual ground. Like in the beginning, I really thought that opening shot was really cute, and I was like, I want this. I want this to be an eternal thing, this mood where Spike isn't shaming Buffy, where Spike and, you know, Buffy can have a nice, normal conversation and actually feel that love. But, you know, that was just a little, that was just like a little freebie, and then we were back with our normal regular scheduling, I guess, for the rest of the episode, especially in the bronze, where he was hounding Buffy, and it was very, very creepy, especially just the way that they were going at it, and not just that though, but saying watch your friends have a good time. It's wrong. It is wrong. And Spike is just adding insult to injury more and more. Because I would love to support the ship, but it's not supportive material. It's wrong. It is manipulation. It is very, very dark, and I just... But, yeah, this was a really, really tense episode, especially with how there were callbacks to when Faith killed one of the mayor's guys, and there was a lot of distress going on there. And it got to the point where, you know, Faith hated herself as well. Kind of like Buffy, she is hating herself at the minute, and there's a lot of distress about a Slayer accidentally killing a person, and, you know, this needs to be rectified, this needs to be sorted out. There's a lot of, there is like this heavy, presence where it comes to a point where you're just breaking bit by bit because of the fact that you've done something like this. That's what Faith went through. That's what Buffy went through. Though Buffy didn't kill anyone, of course. Though she was just led to believe that because the trio can suck it. So, I lost my shit with the trio in this episode. I'm hoping Jonathan does manage to pull away, but Andrew, yeah, Warren can piss off. What a piece of shit. Like, obviously his intentions wasn't to kill Katrina, but still the notion of him, because he's been told no, and he can't accept no, he decided to try to knock out Katrina and then rape her. It's ridiculous. And not even that though, but he wasn't even upset. If anything, he was more like, he wasn't upset. He didn't have a moment where he freaked out and whatnot regarding Katrina dying. He was just thinking about, let's shift blame. he was even putting it on the three of them, on all three of them, when he was the one that killed Katrina. So he's a weasel. I hope he gets what comes to him, because he sucks. But this is the thing. I think, because of course the trio have always talked about we don't kill anyone and whatnot. I think I've spoken about how Warren is, you know, slowly deciding to shift the rules of what they have. He was going on a bit of a dark path in this episode. There we go. From the cerebral blocker, was it called? A dampener, I think it was. To what he did with Katrina, and then even shifting the blame on Buffy, who doesn't need the shit at the minute, but Warren doesn't give a shit about anyone but himself, so that's why he was going to bring his friends down with him. Even though, like, technically they didn't do anything wrong, they had an ugly behavior, but I think they started to realize what they were doing is, like, I think when the topic of rape was being brought up, it startled them. They just wanted to, you know, I think what's going on in their minds is they just wanted to have sex with women and, you know, attain some level of coolness with them. But when rape is brought up, that's when it's like, oh shit. And the whole murder situation, like you even saw, I think Jonathan was crying when he had to pretend to be Katrina. So, yeah. The fact that he can't take no for an answer, and then the whole master part was just, yeah, the maid costume as well. It was just ridiculous. All because he can't take no for an answer. And Warren needs help. Big time. So, there could be help. A punch in the face. Break his chin, whatever. I don't know. But he pisses me off, and like I said, hopefully he gets what comes to him in some portion. Because he is ridiculous. He is corrupt. Yeah. But yeah, it was really, really, yeah, that wasn't the only dark thing about this episode as well, but like Buffy beating up Spike, like how Buffy carrying this thought that she accidentally killed someone, paralleled to Faith in season 3 and the whole, you know, panicking situation that, you know, Faith and Buffy were in season 3. Her beating up Spike reminds me of Faith actually beating herself up, where she was disgusted by herself. And yeah, I think that was in Who Are You, wasn't it? Yeah, because it was at the end of the two-parter, and that was before, you know, they swapped souls again. So yeah, but it's telling, I feel, that Buffy is beating up herself and is disgusted with herself, and is using Spike as a punch bag, and in the reality of the situation, she's angry at herself. She doesn't love herself. She hates her stuff herself. But yeah, it was really, really, you know, crushing seeing Buffy in this state. So to the point where she is, you know, just beating herself up, and Spike doesn't even help matters when he says something about the fact that, you know, one person doesn't, you know, tip the scales. But that's not where Buffy, like, this is the thing though, with Spike, he's not got a soul, so it's easy for him to say something like that. Whereas Buffy, it's something she cannot stomach. And not just that, but she's already going through a hard time. She's already going through a hard time anyways, and the fact that Spike says something on like something on those on that level. If I can get my words out today, that would be real great. Yeah, for her, for Spike to say something like that is just adding insult to injury, as if like Spike wasn't doing enough of that anyways in this episode with his creepiness in the bronze. So yeah, but yeah, I just feel so bad for Buffy so much, because she's contending with a lot on her plate, and the fact that the trio pinned the blame on Buffy, making things worse. And with Spike, it's yeah. It is really, really just distressing at the minute with Buffy and the state that she's in, because it breaks my heart, and you know, people just keep making things worse with their shittiness, like the trio, all because Warren is a coward who can't face his own face the consequences of his actions. Like I said, he was happy to bring the others, Jonathan and Andrew, with him, in terms of let's say we all did it, because he's a coward and he sucks, and I hope he dies. It's just a sad thing, though, that, you know, we've had. I think I've made this mention actually with the fact that, you know, the trio is no Glory material. Glory's we had Glory, who was a goddess. We had Adam and the Initiative. We had, of course, the Master. Then there was Angelus. So we got a human concept in terms of we've got like humans being the adversary this season. So it kind of stings with the fact that, you know, you've got something that is so real. There's no god power. There is no turning into a vampire. It is corruption, corrupted humans, basically, because that is what Warren is. He is corrupted because you can't, like, this is it. He was very manipulative, couldn't take no for an answer. When Katrina went walking and threatened to get the police involved, he knocked her out, and they were still planning with the whole rape situation. So yeah, but yeah, this was a really, really great episode, though. It was uncomfortable, but you know, this episode I think it did a good job at exploring Buffy and her struggle with her identity, about what she wants versus what she's actually doing, and there were some nice parallels to past episodes that you know, made things tense. But yeah, this was really, really great. I was just thinking about how, you know, there is this like idea about love as well, because Buffy cannot love herself, and there is the idea on like, well, we had that discussion with Tara. Do you love Spike? Because we know Spike is hot for heels over Buffy, but it's not. Sadly, it's not like the first scene in this episode. It's not, you know, a mutual thing. But there is also the like whole situation with Tara as well, because I have hope that Willow and Tara can find love again. Like, she's been supportive of Willow's recovery, which is really, really good. So fingers crossed. And there might be the idea that Tara could, you know, question, do I want to give this another shot? So fingers crossed, because yeah, I want Tara and Willow again. They are wholesome, and obviously I understood majorly why Tara was the one to decide to call it quits, because Willow was being reckless. But hopefully with Willow like picking herself back up, there might be that opportunity again, but we shall wait and see. I also thought the distortion sequences as well were really, really trippy and cool. Not just when Buffy thought she killed Katrina, but also Buffy when she was asleep and you know, having sex with Spike and then, you know, stabbing him. So yeah, I thought they were trippy, but really cool utilization wise. So yeah, but yeah, this was powerful. This was a rough episode, but it was, like I said, a great episode to go through. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, you can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoy this reaction. Hope you guys take care. I will see you guys next time. Toodles!